Well, my friend, when we're talking about chorads or triads, 1, 3, 5 is the best way to explain it. I talk to my students endlessly about this. Once you learn how to play just a series of 7 notes, it turns out those 7 notes sound quite well together. We learned in the beginning how to play triads, so if you're a beginner, keep trying to play those triads as being try with 1 finger, eventually move to 2 fingers. Let it be known that the first notes you hit that are part of that triad is called a dyad. So a lot of our movements, like is derived from doing this thing called tertiary harmony. Now, just at a very basic level, 3 notes are going to be exactly what you need. That's what this live session is. We're only going to be doing this for like 10, 15 minutes, so be here, be present, ask questions. If you have the audacity, tell me what you're working on. Maybe I can help. Other than that, I want to explain 3 really cool things with 3 notes. When we're playing chords or triads, they have a 1 and a 3. That's a dyad. That makes up either a major third or a minor third. All music is one of the other. Does that make sense? So when we do something like that is simply playing up, skipping a white note. C, E, G, B. Well, that makes a C major 7. Oh yeah. You can move it down to a C dominant 7 and then down to a C6. Now, what this does with those 3 notes, you've taken a C, E, and G, yeah, and then you've introduced the idea of having a B in there, and then you put the B flat. So we've obviously got something called motion or movement. The whole reason why these are really, really cool to see is those movements. Let's say we were playing like, it's a little much, but if you do that, you can start to feel the magic of having an augmented chord. 1, 3, and then sharp 5. Or I'm sorry, flat 5 or augmented 4. So one of the coolest things that I can talk about here now with a lot of time that we've had just to hang out, 3 notes. In the key of C, if we view them, hey Liam, how you doing, buddy? It's nice to see you again. Have you become a subscriber yet? When we're talking about these 3 notes, they're called arpeggios, but we use them in triad notes. Whenever we use them like going, we're utilizing notes that go over the top as the function of those intervals. By adding another note to those 3 notes, we are making something called an arpeggio. So when doing them in fashion, hi Jose, how's it? So when doing something like C, E, G, and C, if we throw in B, just the addition of those 2 notes inside, here's our B, C, E, G, and then we do a B right before our resolution of the C. Now tell me that's not gorgeous while putting down even like a C5 to a G5 to a F5. Kind of reminds me of Super Mario 2, the flying level. That is how we play 3 notes, and we're able to experience something more than just our chord. Now, the whole idea is to be able to move it. I've been studying this here piano for about, I don't know, I'm 45. I used to sit down and be like, and do that when I was a kid. That was lots of fun. And then I figured out what chords were in triads. And then when I was like 16 through 25, I played in odd bands where I played guitar, or bass, or sing, or whatever. And anytime I had an opportunity to play with the piano player, I would. I joined a Fish cover band, which allowed me to learn some pretty intricate music with having no training. And now that I teach music, theory has allowed me to go through here and go, oh, there's a reason why we do fingerings. There's a reason why we do counter position, and there's a reason why you learn different genres, you know? So you can have fun moving around. And then, dear God, by learning all the different keys, like B major, you get really used to playing some of these. So how long have I been studying or playing piano? My whole life. How long did it start making sense? About 5 years ago. So when I'm playing with another group, even though I don't really play piano as one of my main instruments, I can sit in and have fun. You know, if we're doing something like, I don't know, like I can do this. If it's too busy, I'll be like, they'll just keep something over the top. Not all of us have to be like Rick Wakeman. What up, Busko? Hey, I hope those messages are nice and fun. How long have I been doing it? That's about it. Yeah. Busker, it's nice seeing you here, buddy. If you haven't subscribed and you're in the comment section right now, hang out. 3 notes. So if I was going to be doing in the key of B flat, which is B flat major, let's go backwards. A diminished. Then we've got G minor, F major, E flat major. We've got D minor, C minor, and then back to B flat major. When I was young and I liked 3 chords, these were it. And when I sang the blues, anyway, 3 chords, 3 movement. That's a progression of 1, 4, 5. It's weird. E flat, F. If you're not used to playing black keys, these are kind of weird. But how do we make? Hey, Ivan, how you doing, my friend? Tell you what, if you're not used to making these triads or chords or moving your fingers all around, it becomes problematic because we always want to rush. So what I can suggest for this arpeggio kind of idea with 3 notes is pick the key. Pick 1 note that is not part of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try not to pick the 4th because it makes it into a sus. It has a heightened sense of resolution where you feel like the chord's hovering above your head. And then it has a finalization of that, bringing it back to center and home. Let's try and do something above the 5. So if we had 1, 3, 5 in the key B flat, we'd have B flat, D, and F. If we were to aforemention like that major 7, well, in the key of B, we have B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. When we make any major a minor, we're making that diminishing. So if we were to play our B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, to make that into a dominant chord, we would have this note moving through. I think that's pretty groovy. It's the note right before our resolution to our 1. Therefore, when we're doing this, we could actually have fun going like moving through these notes. So if we use the B flat as the 1, we use the A as the major 7, and then when we go past the minor 7th, we have a major 6. So in the key of B flat, when we play this, it's the same thing as if we were to play a C6. We're just using different chords. So if that is your stable foundation and you only know like 3 chords, let's say in the key of C and B flat, you know B flat, and you know E flat, and you know F. Well, let's add that 6th. In the key of B flat, as we established, was the G. When we go to our 4 chord, the E flat, when we work it up, we know this, the E flat is our note right here. Major 7, minor 7, major 6. So when we play it, to the F major, and now add its 6th. A really good reminder for this is whenever you go from your tonic or your root or your foundation and you walk it up, tonic, major 2nd, major 3rd, perfect 4th, perfect 5th, this one is called the major 6th because that's the interval from 1 to 6. However, the note that's derived out of that is definitely a minor in seniority, meaning if you play like a B flat major and you put a G minor over the top, that also sounds really good. You're basically using 3 notes from 2 different chords to make an extended arpeggio. Ow! So if we're having questions about, oh, hello, Rachel, how are you doing, my wife? We're talking about 3 notes, which are a little bit different, but they're in each key. If we were playing in the key of D minor, woo, listen to that D minor with the 6 on it. Now, if we add that below, I gotta say that using 3 notes and then adding any other note that's inside the scale is super fun. And if you haven't stumbled upon this, maybe make a melody or a motif. Let's go back to the key of C, as there's no sharps and flats, meaning we could play with a dominant to get a blues kind of groove. I don't know, keep it a little simple. How about like a B flat, C, E flat, E, G, A, B flat, A, G, E flat, E. By doing this, we're actually supporting the chord underneath. One, 4, 5. Our triads, C, E, G, F, A, C, G, B, D. If you have the time, learn those 3 notes. If you can learn those 3 notes, then you can add a note in the beginning or after that. The whole point in the beginning is to go slow. So if you're doing something like holding down a C root to an F, C, and then maybe like our G. We'll try to have form. Put your hand over the C, play the F, C, G, get used to where those are, and then make a shell chord around it. So when you do, hear how we get like a little dynamic of the diad? And your hand doesn't really need to move far. And on the other hand, shell voicings. And this is a great way just to get the progressions going so your hands start functioning. I call it the Frankenstein. Whenever I have new students, I have them do like, brains. Lots of fun. And then, finger movements. Try chromatic scales. Learn every single one of your major scales, those 7 notes. Picture them, generally 1, 3, 5, and then put another note in there. Fun. Actually, let's show that one, and then we'll be done. 3 notes are amazing. When you add any notes around those 3 notes, you get pretty cool stuff. Hey, Jeff, how you doing there? It's good seeing you, buddy. Thank you again for being a member and a subscriber. If you already are part of this channel and you are not a subscriber, what the heck, yeah? What's going on, yeah? Other than that, try to reach out, make contact with a bunch of people that are in the community here, and see what other people are up to. Everybody has a channel these days. Go have fun with them. Learn something new. Cool. So I guess as a recap, you could use those 3 notes, C, E, G, and along with D and A in there, you would have something called a pentatonic. A pentatonic is a use of 5 notes of the 7. So when you know 3, the next obvious step is to move over to a 5-note scale pattern. put something cool in the comment section. I do get the privilege of teaching a piano student right now. We're going to work on sonata form today. If anybody has a question about what the heck I'm ever talking about, reach out via any comment section on any video, and I'll answer any question music related. And honestly, if I don't know the answer, which chances are I don't, I will ask one of my teachers, and then I'll figure it out, and I'll get back to you. Thank you for all you people that make this possible. I hope you enjoy this channel. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to pop on a little bit later today and put some fun stuff, although I'm calling my day teaching a little bit short, so I could go spend another day in the studio recording for Bobby Durham. Very fun. Very much so. Anyway, thank you very much. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Tritone substitution. Da, da, da.